What you doing?
I was eating a piece of candy.
No, you're not.
So I can't eat a piece of candy?
I'm sorry.
What is going on?
We don't eat candy.
I thought we talked about...
We don't bring purses in here. We don't... You can't even bring your crossbody. I don't even care what size your purse is. You can't chew chewing gum. Did you go on my book inside?
I did, but I mean...
Did you read the rules?
The rules, ma'am, I have
Rule
sugar.
number 1. Sugar? That's not my problem. That's your problem. You should have took your shots. You should have taken your pills or whatever you had to take before you even got here.
Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy is that you want to sit in my chair and smack on that candy. That irritates me.
How's you just doing my hair, ma'am?
I can't. No.
Oh, God.
Spit it out. Either you spit it out or your appointment is canceled. Like, what we not about to do is chew gum. We're not about to chew gum. We're not about to eat candy. That's not about to happen here.
I feel like I'm in some kind of boot camp. I cannot believe I'm going through this again.
That's not my problem.
You know what? Never mind. I'm done. I'm out.
Okay, and I'm keeping your deposit.
What?
Yes, deposit is mine.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. If you're not, hopefully your day gets better. Hopefully your week gets better and all the good things. Listen, I'm not going to do too much talking in this video because I'm telling you, when you go down these rabbit holes, you end up in a whole different place. I was watching something and I was actually working on another video, and I came across a video about this lady talking about being denied services because she was in a wheelchair. Now that's one thing. But is it one thing? It's not even one thing, but being denied services is one thing, right? And being denied services because you're in a wheelchair is a whole nother something else, right? So I went down the rabbit hole and I was listening to different people's opinions, and come to find out it's this one beautician that she's supposed to be a master stylist or whatever. I don't know anything about her. I've just been hearing different things about, people basing their opinion on how they feel like the situation should have been handled. What I will say is that's called discrimination. You could say that your shop is too small for a wheelchair all you want to. I will tell you, I will always base everything on where I am and what I know. Here in Florida, in order to have a licensed salon, suite, whatever it is, you have to have some type of handicap accessibility. And the fire marshal will come in to make sure that you have that. If you're canceling appointments and not taking people based on the fact that they are disabled, handicapped, or however you want to call it, or in a wheelchair, that is discriminatory, and they can file complaints against you. They can sue you, right? So the fact that this young lady had to go through that was like, I couldn't believe it, right? But on top of that, apparently this hairstylist has a reputation of you can't do nothing in her shop. Basically, you're going to come and you're going to sit still and hold your head down. I don't even think you can close your eyes. But it goes back to all the rules. Like, I feel like when a hairstylist or a beautician, and I have a video that's coming out or has come out about that, when they get to a certain level, they feel like, okay, this is what it is. And that's okay. You can do that. But are you cutting yourself short? Maybe not, because you have clients that are willing to do whatever based on what you are providing to them. However, to say that you can't provide a service based on the fact that somebody is disabled or whatever, like, not only is that discriminatory, that is just rude and just, I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like that's not fair. My disability does not limit what I can and can't do based on your opinion, in my opinion. So we're going to get into the video. We're going to listen to, just a couple of opinions, and then we're going to get into the video of the lady explain what happened. And on top of that, there was somebody else, and I didn't listen to all these videos because you know how I do. I put them together, and then hopefully, we watch them together and we share our opinion in the comments. But we're going to listen to somebody else that had an experience with this hairstylist. Like I said, I don't know where she's from. I don't know if y'all heard anything about this, but let's chit chat about it. How do you feel about that? Because everybody has something, right? I mean, you can look at me and not know that I may have a disability. And does my disability say that, you can't service me based on maybe I have like a sporadic thing? I don't know, but and if it's because of the wheelchair, who licensed your shop or salon or suite or whatever? And is that something that is not going on in other states? I mean, I'm curious. Like I said, here in Florida, you better be able to service everybody. That's just what it is. And that's local, state, requirements here where I am. So let's get into the videos. Like I said, I'm not going to interject too much. You might hear me talk throughout the video. And if I'm dark and go light and all this stuff, it's just because I like to use natural light. And, I go in and out based on the natural light. Y'all gonna need to see me anyway. Let's watch the video, y'all.
I just had to go see who the real Veronica B stylist is, so I know if I ever come across her work, never to book her. Why would I pay somebody my money to go get my hair done, and I can't have a large purse, a backpack, no candy in my mouth?
What?
Girl, what? Like, it's already enough going on right there. A lady got up here and said that the real Veronica B, who was a stylist out of Atlanta, denied her service because she was in a wheelchair. She said within minutes of booking her appointment, not hours, not days later, within minutes of booking her appointment, she starts reading through the site again and sees that the lady said no large bags allowed. So she DMs the lady, and then on top of that, her DM says no call or DM. So if you don't have your number on the booking site and you don't want nobody to DM you, how do you think your client's supposed to get in contact with you? Red flag right there. So the lady was like, even though the bio said no DM, she still sent a DM anyway. DMs the stylist was like, hey, I'm in a wheelchair, is that okay? The stylist hit back and was like, no, I cannot service you in a wheelchair. You booked my booking site. On top of denying her service because she's in a wheelchair, she kept the lady's $50 deposit. Because she said, you read through my site, you saw that wasn't allowed. My space is limited. I can't accommodate services. I can't accommodate space for that to my client.
Kept her deposit?
Just giving her a whole excuse on why she cannot do her hair because she's in a wheelchair. Baby, if you can't do somebody's hair in a wheelchair and to the point where no large bags are allowed, baby, you shouldn't be doing hair. Because where the fuck are you doing hair at? Out the trunk of your car? Like, baby, you just got a lot going on. It's too many rules for me to be coming to pay you my money and I can't have a piece of candy in my goddamn mouth. Like, damn, can I breathe? Can I blink?
No candy.
I'm scared. I don't care how good your work is. And this is just my opinion. I don't care how good somebody's work is. If you have bad customer service, I'm not paying you my money.
Hairstylists, y'all really be like doing too much when it comes down to booking appointments with y'all. Like, I'm the type of person, if I feel like you yelling at me on your booking site, I am not going to book an appointment with you. I already don't like your attitude. Now, this one lady, I am with her 100%. She booked an appointment with an Atlanta stylist, and she's in a wheelchair, and the lady refused to service her, and the lady refused to give her money back. Now, granted, she booked the appointment before checking to see if the lady would be able to service her, but the lady came with all this riffraff, but I told you not to DM me, I'm not giving you your money back because nobody told you to book that appointment before asking me, and this, that, and the other. Like, y'all hairstylists be getting too crazy with y'all shit. Like, y'all do understand that, yeah, we need y'all, but y'all need us, and I mean us as clients. Like, why y'all be got to get so funky with y'all bookings and don't text me before 8 o'clock?
Too much.
Don't write this and don't write that and don't breathe when you come and sit down and you can't bring a purse and you can't go to the bathroom and you can't say hello and hey and how you doing? Y'all got to stop, because that one stylist in Atlanta, I pray that lady in the wheelchair sue the pants off your ass. I pray she sues the hot combs out your shop, bitch, because that you dead wrong.
So it's a lady by the name of I Am Kesha Green that kept coming up and down my FY page. And I paid attention. I said, let me see what's going on, because I had been following her from Instagram years back because I admired her so much as being in a wheelchair. She was in a bad wreck that both of her legs got amputated. But you got to see her. She don't let nothing stop her. This lady own businesses. She not only lives in Atlanta, but she lives in Ghana also. So I said, I'm going to watch this video, because I said, I know that's Kesha Green. I said, okay, let me watch it. So she goes on to tell us about how she went to make an appointment with this hairstylist in Atlanta by the name of I Am the Real Veronica B. When I tell you, she said she gave the lady a $50 deposit. She made the appointment late one night, and she didn't read all the fine print. A lot of us don't. But she thought her appointment was secured with the $50. Come to find out, this lady don't want you to have laptops in there, purses in there, nothing. You can barely bring a cell phone in there. So she was like, she couldn't do Kesha's hair because of the wheelchair situation. But my thing is this. I don't care how small my shop was, I would accommodate her just on the strength of somebody in a wheelchair.
Absolutely.
That don't let nothing get to her.
Absolutely.
My heart would have went out to her. So I would have made an exception for her this time. And the fact that I had already took a $50 deposit that I didn't want to give back. Okay, she didn't want to get the lady money back. So the lady, Kesha, done did research on the lady, find out she ain't got license. It's a whole bunch of stuff that ain't legit no more. And then after that, a lot of other people are making videos about experiences they had with this lady. Now, I went to her page. She's a bad hairstylist. She can do some hair. But attitude go a long way. You might not be the best beautician, but people will deal with you just because of your attitude. But the way she treated this lady in the wheelchair is unreal. $50? All you had to do is give her $50 back if you didn't want to do her hair, and at least talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Out of common courtesy, all she want to do is email and text. She treated this lady real rude. But like I said, now other people coming with videos and stuff about their experience. But I still tripped out on the lady who had a bad experience with her and went back. That show you how much we care about this hair. My beautician would never. But all I want to say is, I bet
know that's right.
Gave her that $50 refund back. Boy, I tell you the truth, this finna get ugly.
Okay, y'all. So, like I said, I don't understand what type of policy she had in there that made the lady go back and say, you know, oh, by the way, this is my situation. Does it say no wheelchairs? And when you book on booking sites, let's be honest, I don't think that everybody reads all of the details, because usually it's like a page long, and half the time you can't even read it because of the way they put the text. On top of that, the fact that she was like, you know what, let me contact her and ask her, can she accommodate me? If no, I can't accommodate you based on my rules, then guess what? Your $50 is back in your plate. Not because you didn't book. I'm telling you, common courtesy and customer service go a long way. So we're going to watch the video of the young lady that was denied, and she's going to explain a little bit more. So maybe we can get a little clarity on what actually happened, because I still do not understand how it got here. So let's watch the video.
Okay, hey TikTok. I wanted to come tell my story, okay? So I live in ATL, and the stylists in ATL, they are completely out of control, out of hand. So I want to tell y'all how I booked this appointment with Veronica B. I'm going to attach the picture and everything at the end, so make sure y'all keep watching. So I booked an appointment with her for a 27-piece quick weave for June the 19th. I booked the appointment on June 12th in the evening. It was kind of June 13th because it was like 12 o'clock, right? It was a little after 12.
Beautiful.
So I booked the appointment. Beautiful. I paid a $50 deposit. But I started reading her policy, and she starts saying stuff like, don't bring a big pocketbook. Don't bring a laptop. Don't bring a work bag. Like, you can't bring nothing to her salon because her place is small. I'm like thinking to myself, so what you got to do? Come in the salon and sit with your arms crossed, like don't reach, don't touch nothing, because she keeps saying her place was small. So after I booked the appointment, I sent her a DM, and yeah, her profile said, and I'm going to attach that here too, you're going to see all of it. Her profile was like, no phone calls, no DMs, but I sent it anyway because I just wanted to be like, feel like I was going ahead on and just getting clarity on what I needed to do. So I asked her, would a wheelchair be fine, since she's saying, you know, all of these things about limited space or what have you. So she basically replied to me and told me no. She said no large bag, so that means no wheelchair. And she refused to service me, saying that her space couldn't accommodate a wheelchair, which is fine. If space can't accommodate a wheelchair, normally before I book an appointment, I will even look at the person's place to see if it's accessible, if it don't have stairs or something like that. So I watched a couple of her videos of her clients, and I could tell that the place was like, you know, flat. It was a place where I could roll in. So that's what made me feel okay to book the appointment. I felt like the place was accessible, and the location is actually accessible. I just don't know if she doing hair out of a broom closet or what it is, how the space is so small that she feel like you can't even bring a pocketbook. So she basically responded to me and said no, like she can't do my hair as a wheelchair user. It's not gonna work out. So I was like, okay, that's fine. You should issue me a refund. Mind you, I booked the appointment at 12 at night. I sent the DM at the same time as well as I sent the email. So she basically responded to me in the morning and was like, I said no DMs and I said no phone calls, but you booked this appointment at free will. And she spelled will, W-H-E-E-L. So I don't know if it's because she just can't spell, but you're going to see she have a lot of typos in her in her website booking and all of that, because I'm going to attach all of it. Just keep on watching. So I don't know if she was trying to be sarcastic or smart, and I was basically telling her, well, you saying you can't service me, then you should issue me a refund. And she basically was like, no, she not issuing me a refund because I took up one of her slots and somebody else could have had it. So I was like, listen, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You should just issue me a refund, because a lot of what you're doing, you don't even realize it is discrimination. And so I can tell she was replying to me using chat GTP. Just look at the messages yourself and kind of look at her regular grammar, the way she spelled, and the way that she was speaking to me in the emails using chat GTP. Anyway, she told me if I wanted war, let's go to war. We could do this. She'd been here before, and so on and so forth. So basically, I called my bank. The bank was like, the charge is still pending, that I should wait till the charge actually posts to my account, and then I will be able to ask for my bank to basically the charges. I don't know why my mind just went blank. So they was going to do that for me. But anyhow, I just feel like living in Atlanta, a lot of the stylists, they get really out of control. So many different rules, regulations, all of these things. Also, just because somebody does hair nice doesn't mean that they're a nice person, or that their intentions is well, or even that they walk in integrity. Because this woman, from when I put this post up on Facebook about her, so many people have come forth and was like, she's rude, she's nasty, like she always treats her clients bad, but she does really, really great hair, short hair, at least from what we could see her promoting. It looks like she does really, really nice pixie cuts and things like that. But her customer service and as far as who she is as a person really needs to be checked. So I'm actually sharing this post to bring awareness. Number one, she said, I knew my disability before I booked the appointment. Just the simple fact that I'm in a wheelchair, baby, that don't mean that I can't keep it cute. Face
I know that's right.
Never decline. Don't get it wrong, baby. I might be rolling in peace, but baby, I'm gonna always take care of me. So the simple fact that a person is in a wheelchair does not mean that they don't need to be serviced and that they shouldn't be treated like a human being, okay? So you could have just said, I don't have the ability to accommodate you, so I'm gonna go ahead on and refund you, and I hope that you can find somebody that can do your hair. But no, for her, she was being money hungry. She was being greedy. She said she want to keep my deposit. I'm talking about somebody that I emailed within minutes of booking this appointment, and she just was so disrespectful. I'm so glad that my spirit is strong. Like, my spirit belongs to God, so ain't no human being walking, rolling this earth is gonna break me, because baby, I'm built for tough for what I roll in. So it just was all mind-blowing to me. Like, she was trying to bring me down. She was just talking to me so harsh and so nasty and so tough. So I'm gonna tag her. I want y'all to know who she is. She works in Marietta here in Atlanta, and the world needs to know that there's people like this out here, and she needs to learn to handle people better. So I'm here to make this message clear, and she needs to be taught a lesson. Baby, the $50 ain't even worth what you gonna be dealing with and how God gonna be dealing with you. You'll figure out later. None of it was worth it to you, and I really tried to spare you.
Ooh, she said a word. Let me tell you, I mean, I don't even know how to feel about that. I'm upset just listening to her because it's not fair. She's been through a lot, right? So everybody deserves service, right? Everybody deserves service. Whether I can give it to you or not, you deserve service and common courtesy. If for some reason I cannot accommodate you, it's back in my court. Why? But you know what it is? It's because the clients have let her do what she wanted to do as a hairstylist. And now I'm not bashing the hairstylist because I don't know anything about her. However, it is, I don't even know the word. It's almost like you feel like you can do what you want to do just because everybody let you do it. It's privilege, right? It's privilege. That's what it is. You feel like you have a certain type of privilege based on the fact that everybody's allowed you to do this based on the quality of work. I don't care how bad and how good you are. You're not allowed to treat people a certain way based on what? And like she said, you know, how small is your place? I work out of home, right? My space that I have for my clients is wheelchair accessible because that is the requirement, right? So I don't know what's going on in Georgia. I have no clue what's going on in Atlanta. But even still, even if that wasn't a state requirement, as a person, I don't know what my situation may be. I have had family members that have gotten into car accidents and everything. And I've had to think, okay, how do we maneuver, right? How do we maneuver? And how is it that we make sure that things are taken care of for that person? And I think that puts me in a mindset of I have to be able to accommodate people. But that's my situation. That's not anybody else's. So I'm not telling you as a hairdresser, hairstylist, that you need to be accessible to all people, because maybe you can't maneuver around her wheelchair. I have no clue. However, to say that you knew your disability before you booked your appointment, I'm keeping your $50. Listen, I'm not even going to get any more into it. If you guys have had experience with her, be sure to leave it down below. I'm just curious. And this is not to bash the hairstylist. This is just to put it out there that, you know, everybody deserves services. And when you are a entrepreneur, stylist, business owner, you have to take into account those type of things. And if your place is so small that you can accommodate a wheelchair, make sure you mention that. Make sure you mention that. I don't know how the state is going to take, but then again, apparently this continues on, so y'all can follow her journey to find out what she finds out about this person, because apparently she's not licensed. I don't know because I didn't go that deep into it, and because it was just taking me into a dark place. I just thought it was unfair and it's not right. But we're gonna listen to this later, and she's gonna talk about her experience. And like I said, apparently people keep going back to this lady based on what? I mean, she's good, but is my sanity, is my good vibe for the day risking all that? Is it worth it? I don't think so, because when I go somewhere, I want to feel like I'm appreciated, especially if I'm spending my money with you. But y'all know how I get. So let's get into the next video, y'all.
Hello, guys. I just wanted to get on this bandwagon about how I got my hair done from I Am the Real Veronica B. Got it done the first time. It was a little issue with the hair. She wouldn't do the hair because I had put a rinse on the hair because I like to wear platinum blonde. End up getting black hair. Okay, cool. No problem. Squash that. So the second time I came to her, she, I got some hair, the same hair she told me to get from before. Got that hair. She said, well, I can't use this because it's not the right length. It was a 27 piece, but it was a Tara. It was the 2, 3, and 4, or something like that. So she'd like to use the 1, 2, and 3. So I said, well, this is the same hair you told me to get the last time. She said, no, you didn't look on a booking site, and you need to learn how you need. She said, learn. She said, you need to read the policies. I said, well, every time I book with you, I have to read everything all over again. She was like, yeah, because things might have changed. That's how she's talking to me. Now this time, her daughter's in this small space, quote unquote, small space, can't bring a purse, can't do nothing. So I'm like, I'm saying to myself, like, how I want your daughter here to see what I got going underneath this wig I'm wearing, because I suffer from certain parts of alopecia in my head. So of course I'm feeling a little indifferent because I'm not comfortable with what's going on with my hair. So anyway, her daughter in this small space that she don't want nobody else in.
Not even a purse.
So anyway, I'm gonna try to make this quick as possible. I'm gonna have to do a part 2. But anyway, so I get in there. So she's like, oh, this is not the right hair. Mind you, she still got to cut the hair. So I don't understand why she couldn't just use the hair that I already had. Because guess what? She wanted me to buy the hair that she had. Okay? That's how she get over on you. So when you come in there wrong, oh, I got some hair. So all of a sudden, now she's happy because I have to go ahead and purchase the hair that she has. Mind you, I have my own box of 27 piece, but it's just the 2, 4, and 6. And again, she got to cut the hair. She got to straighten the hair out like she does. Another thing, no problem. But mind you, she's talking to me crazy. So she's saying to me, well, if you don't like, if I'm extra, then don't book with me. Mind you, I done gave her my $50. So I'm like, okay. So everything in me wanted to get up and walk off. Then, so I said, okay, I know this is non-refundable. I done took my hair out. I need my hair done. And again, all good hairstylists, because they do hair good, ain't always a good thing to go with people because they know how to do hair. You got to get up and you got to have some integrity about yourself. You got to have some boundaries about yourself. And clearly, I fault myself for not getting up the second time. The first time, I should have never went back to her because she was rude then. The second time, I shouldn't even I should have walked off then. So I'm sitting there super uncomfortable. So I'm chewing a piece of candy. Oh, hold on. You don't chew
yet.
You can't even goddamn chew candy because she got a problem with that. So I'm like, damn. So I said, yeah, I was just chewing because I was trying to make sure that I didn't have, my breath wasn't smelling or whatever if I happen to yawn or whatever may be the case if I'm asking her a question. So she said, oh, no, you good, but, just hold on with chewing. So I'm not chewing. I'm just got the candy in my mouth and just kind of moving it around. She didn't want me to do that. So I'm saying to myself, red flag number 3. But my slow behind went back because I wanted my hair done because she do it the way I wanted to do it and cool, right? But the whole time, I'm being disrespected. But I also disrespected myself by going back to this chick, right?
Yep.
And again, I wasn't going to say nothing, but I had to say something because she needs to be corrected. This lady clearly has a problem, and she's raising her daughter to make her daughter feel like it's okay, it's safe to talk to her clients the way she talks to her clients. And she don't
How
correct
did
her
his
daughter, but
daughter?
she wants to come and correct me. No problem. Got my hair done the second time. Left out. And I was saying, damn, I don't like the experience. So my hair got done. She was mad because she couldn't add an add-on because the glue that she put in my hair, it was all over the back of my hair. So I had to end up cutting the whole back off to get the glue out of there because it was just so much glue. So mind you, at this point, now my third time going to her, which would have been Saturday past, my hair was already short to the back. So when I took the hair out the day before, it had grew a little bit in the back. So I said, okay, well, you know what? Let me ask her when I get there tomorrow, which would have been Saturday past, 8 o'clock in the morning, should I get an add-on? Because the hair did grow a little bit. But mind you, all the back of my hair in the back, I got hair in the back a little bit, but the top is gone. So what are you braiding for $25? But again, I had the kindness to still ask her, should I do an add-on? So she said, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the add-on.
Of course.
Because she wants money, quote unquote. So I said, okay. So I'm okay. At this point, I just want a peaceful experience. I don't want to have to leave out all upset. Hair cute, but I'm upset because of how she's responded to me. I prayed that morning. I said, God, I just pray that it'd be a peaceful time and that whatever she's asking me to do, that I
all that for
make her
hair
quote unquote upset, right? Walking on eggs and pins with her. So I get there and I'm like, okay, cool beans. So I get to the door. I had my purse. So my purse it wasn't big, but it was, I guess big enough. I could have put the purse on my lap. Can't bring the purse in. No problem. Went back to the car, sat back in. Then we talked about the add-on. So she said, oh yeah, go ahead. You do your braid down. Mind you, I'm probably getting like 3 braids. Because again, no hair at the top, about a little bit of hair in the back like this, handful. So I said, okay. So she said, well, since you had to come in and add on a service, there's a $10 fee. I said, she said, oh, don't be me being sarcastic because you insulting me. So I said, yes, because I'm trying to figure out why am I paying an additional $10 when I didn't know I had to have an add-on. She said, I should have added it on anyway, just in case. How am I going to add something on just in case when I'm not sure how my hair looks underneath this wig, this weave when I took it out? So I'm sitting there again, floored. I'm like, okay, here we go again. So at this point, I'm super uncomfortable. Her daughter's sitting there, again, in this small space that she don't want nobody in other than your purse, your crossbody bag, and just you or just yourself alone. Don't bring nothing. So I'm saying to myself, okay. So she just talking. So she's sitting down saying, to me, it's an inconvenience because I got to add on a service. I mean, you hold somebody else's time up and this and that. So mind you, you're going to do 3 braids in the back of my hair. And you're not going to even add hair into these 3 braids that you're doing. And it's not going to take you no longer than 2-3 minutes to do these braids. Because again, I don't have hair at the top. Hair is at the bottom. She done sat down and talked. So her daughter began to intertwine and say, well, you know what, I'm not gonna lie. You should have read the policy and this and that and such. And I said, well, I did read the policy. I said, but I didn't know that I had to add. So I came in here, and it's not just how my tone is, because I'm still trying to be professional. I'm still trying to make sure that I'm not upsetting myself, which I'm already vexed in my spirit, because again, here's another encounter. You don't like the fact that I didn't like the fact that I had to pay an additional $10 for service that I didn't realize that I had to add. Okay. So I said, what if I didn't have the additional $10 and I got all the money that you need me to have besides the 10? She said, well, don't book then. Okay. So her daughter talking, and so I'm trying to talk to her mama, not the daughter. Again, your daughter's there. I don't know, even though she has a license to do it. Because the last time you had her placing tracks in my head, which I should have stopped you then and told her I don't want her doing that. But I feel like it would have been a problem if I would have said something the last time she did, because she was already combative, easily offended, easily mad about every little thing. So next thing I know, I said, well, I was speaking to your mom. She said, oh, we're not finna do this. Oh, no, man, we're not going to do this. So I said, well, I'm talking to you. Rightfully so. So she didn't like that. So I said, you know what? Every time I come in here, your professionalism is not there. I feel like you don't know how to talk to people. And I said, I spend my money with you because I like how you do hair. I said, but it doesn't make me comfortable to sit here and feel like I'm being attacked off of something that I wasn't sure of. It was a mistake, basically. Something that could have been easy corrected, right? So mind you, I do leave her tips when I do come in there or whatever. But at the end of the day, you're still being rude, and I didn't like it. So she said, it's people like you that make me say, fuck this shit. And guess what I did? People like me got up and I walked off. And I said, well, can I get my money by $50 back since, I keep messing up with you? She said, no, you're not. You asked for a service. And mind you, at this point, her and her daughter's like they jumping, like they ganging up on me. So at this point, no, I'm not feeling safe. I'm feeling a little fearful. I'm feeling like a little intimidated because I'm in this space, which is you and your daughter. Anything can go wrong. You could say that I came at you. Anything could have went wrong in that space. So I got up and I left. And I said, no, ma'am, I'm not dealing with this. So I got up and I left. And at the end of the day, the video's running out. I'm going to have to do a part 2. I let this run out. But anyway, that's what happened with that. So I'll do a...
Imagine being told you can't get your hair done because you're in a wheelchair. Just imagine that. So there is a creator here on TikTok by the name of I am Kesha Green who booked a hairstylist, and she noticed that in the girl's, booking policy, she had a lot of notes about do not bring extra bags. I work in a small space, so like if you're like, how some people, you'll book an appointment because you work from home and you'll just take your laptop and stuff with you. Like she had all these policies about don't bring no work bag, don't bring no laptop. I don't have the space for that. Create more space, make it convenient for your customer who's paying you. But whatever the case, she had all of these rules in her policy. So because this creator saw those rules, she reached out to her and let her know that she is in a wheelchair. So girl, you have to create space for me. And the hairstylist basically says, I cannot service you. And not only can I not service you, I'm not going to refund your deposit because you saw the booking policy that said not to bring extra stuff. How is a wheelchair extra stuff? Mind you, this creator, she lost her legs. I'm not sure if she was born like that or if she's an amputee. She has I tried to scroll, but I didn't see any story time or whatever. But I think that, she lost her legs, right? So the wheelchair is not extra stuff. That's quite literally how she freaking navigates. So yeah, the hairstylist was like, too bad, I'm keeping your deposit. You saw the booking policy. You shouldn't have booked knowing that you were in a wheelchair. And now that she's getting backlash, she's deleting her page. I am the real Veronica B at gmail.com. She's deleting her page so people cannot leave her, bad comments. But, the email I am the real Veronica B at gmail.com, I'm sure that's not deactivated. But the fact that this lady has put in writing that she is not servicing somebody because they're in a wheelchair, you messed up real bad. You messed up real bad. And I hope that this lady does not cut her any slack, does not give her any grace, and takes it there. And takes it all the way there. Because what?
Whew, child, I just included that little part at the back because apparently she's been deleting her pages and she's getting a lot of backlash and all kind of stuff based on that. But listen, I'm not telling anybody to go bash anybody. I don't do that here. However, what you reap is what you sow, right? Okay. All right, y'all. I mean, I don't understand the situation, and you don't have enough space for me to bring my purse based on the side. I have to bring a crossbody, but you have a daughter that's in here that's assisting you with doing hair. And it seems like she has an attitude problem with other people. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know if she's had a traumatic experience that requires her to not be able to see big purses because maybe something in there. Chewing gum. I mean, the smacking, yes, but the lady said she had a breath mint in her mouth and she told her she couldn't have that. Listen, we give these people too much power. And I'm speaking as a licensed nail tech. You know what I mean? I'm not a hairstylist. I don't do hair. I just don't. But I'm speaking as a professional that gives services, render services to clients. And if I'm not providing a service that is of your standard, please do not come to me. If I'm not providing you with good customer service, please don't come to me, because you are enabling me. You making me feel like, hey, whatever I'm doing is good. You know what I mean? And that's not a good place to be, because things like that happen where you discriminate against people. And I really do hope that, that young lady that is in the wheelchair, she keeps her foot on her neck. Quite honestly, I mean, like I said, I'm not telling anybody to do anything, but it seems like it's a lot of stories that I just want to make sure that I brought that to light, because I couldn't believe what I was hearing. But anyway, y'all, that young lady is way better than me, because I just don't know how I would address that. She could have came up here nasty and on the internet and bashed her and stuff. She was still courteous to her. So I don't know. But as always, guys, that's it and that's all. I appreciate you guys. Be sure to like, comment, share. Let me know, how you feel. Have you ever been discriminated against as a individual that's getting a service done, whether it be lashes or whatever, even just in life? And how do you feel about that? Are the laws in Atlanta different from the laws here in Florida, where you need to be able to have wheelchair accessibility? I mean, I did not even know that you could deny somebody based on a wheelchair. I did not know you could do that. But yeah, teach his own. But yeah, guys, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and all the things. Until next video, guys. Bye.